But you guys help her coming out.
You busy?
No, not.
Just playing a game.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Delaware County Commissioners meeting, Monday, August 3rd, 2015. Will now be called to order. And I don't believe we have a veteran, so let's stand and do the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, hope everybody had a nice weekend. And we'd like to have Mr. Richmond read the roll call, please.
Mr. Henry? Here. Mr. King? Here. Ms. Reagan?
Present. Okay, and we don't have a public hearing, but we do have an appointment, I believe, that I don't think they're here today, but I thought they were going to be introducing a member that they had resigned, so the library board has an opening effective last week, I believe it was. So, what pleasure be?
Make a motion to appoint to the Muncie Public Library, Jenny Niles.
Oh,
She's the one that
actually,
wants to appoint for the appointment.
she wants to appoint, I believe, the new superintendent. Mr. Ball.
Stephen Ball?
Yes.
Stephen Ball. All right, I'll change my motion to Stephen Ball.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Okay, thank you. And approval of minutes of this July 20th meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Thank you. And then we have Mrs. Moyer with LPA Consulting.
Yeah, good morning. This is a supplemental for inspection services for the Bridge 85 project on Strong Road. This contract amendment is for a decrease of $42,039 for a new total of $245,661. Keep in mind, we already approved the contract in April as a requirement by NDOT. 80% is reimbursed by the Federal Highway.
Would you want to explain to the public why it's a decrease? What?
The decrease, the feds will not participate any more than 12.5% of the awarded contract. So that's why the fees have been reduced.
So somebody,
So it's total out of pocket on our end. I asked for them to meet the federal guidelines and they agreed to it.
they were willing to.
Yes.
That was nice. Okay, thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, we have an ordinance 2015-012, second reading.
Make a motion to approve 2015-012.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Thank you. And first reading, what's that number? Is that
Yeah, what?
Ordinance number.
Yes, it is 13.
it is 13. We don't have any that one. Okay, is Jamie here today?
Is that in the
Yeah, he's
front
here.
row?
Jamie, you wanna fill us in?
Jamie Bain, Administrator of the Health Department. You guys should have received a amended version of our fee schedule. We had that before the commissioners last year for a couple of changes that we needed to get through before the end of the year. The change we're looking for currently, we've resumed administering vaccinations, which I believe we ceased doing for at least a couple of years. We've been using a program called VaxCare. It's a very good program. They handle everything behind the scenes, the ordering, the supplying, the billing. The only problem is we get $10 per vaccination that we administer. So we have no overhead when it comes to supplies. We have no concerns when it comes to product expiring. But the example that I was provided was recent vaccination was given. We were paid $10 for it, and insurance was billed $480 for it. So that's where the company makes its living. We now have an employee who's very experienced in billing, and she's willing to take that on for us so we can handle that all on our own. Hope to increase the revenue for the county.
So it'll be in-house then? Okay. Very good.
Make a motion to introduce ordinance 2015-013.
I'll second.
Okay. Roll call.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan,
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we have a resolution for approval. What would that number be?
Two 2015-024.
-24. Okay. -24 resolution. A resolution regarding supervision of the voter registration office and employees. Whereas the Commissioners have considered the provision of Indiana Code 3-7-12-1, which places the authority and supervision of voters' registration as a responsibility and duty of the clerk of the county. And whereas it has come to the attention of the Commissioners that the clerk has not exercised complete authority and supervision over the office and employees of voters' registration, and whereas all employees of the county should be subject to the same personnel policies. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Delaware County that 1, the office and all employees of voters' registration shall be under the complete authority and supervision of the clerk of Delaware County. Number 2, the employees of voter registration shall be subject to all employment policies and practices of the county, the same as all other county employees. Adopted this 3rd day of August 2015. What's your pleasure?
Motion to adopt resolution 2015-24.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan,
Yes. Department heads and elected officials. Okay, we have payments of claims of $1,386,008.03.
Motion to approve payment of claims.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan,
Yes. Thank you. Okay, now we have questions and comments from the public. Mr. Lookout's here today.
Mr. President, fellow commissioners, if you don't mind, I'd like to just give a quick update as to the economic development activities we've been working on. As I presented to you earlier, a list of almost 80 companies that we've reached out to date in the county. I've been specific with you with names of companies, but I cannot be in a public meeting. But I would like to recap 8 projects that we're working on that are very good wins for the county. However, local, we're assisting local industry and local businesses. Of the 8, we have one company in a small town we're helping to expand into a currently unoccupied space. working to get the space back onto the tax rolls. They're willing to invest $100,000 in new machinery and create a couple jobs in the space. It's a good win. It's going to get the building remodeled and back into good working condition. We are showing a local business a shell building in Delaware, which we're really excited about. They have a real interest in that, and just happenstance meeting turned into a showing of that building. Two businesses in other small towns in Delaware County that are anticipating adding 20,000 square feet and hiring up to 20 new employees in the next 5 years. We're assisting both of those businesses. The large automotive project we're working on in Daleville right now. We have one company we're working with that's expanding, going to lease 100,000 square feet of space in Muncie. We're also working with another company on a tax abatement on a $100,000 new machine they're purchasing, which there are 4 very good jobs associated with that machine. And then last but not least, I can't give too much detail, but we're working in Park 1 on a great project for Park 1 at this time also. So happy to answer any questions. I appreciate your support. I'd like to give an update every so often on what we're doing and keep you in the loop.
Thank you, Brad.
So thank you.
A lot of good news, and I hear that some of these jobs are very well paying and very technical.
Correct. And they're local companies, and as we had talked before, there's low-hanging fruit out there, and these are the projects that are happening in our own backyards. We're taking care of those who call Delaware County home and those who take care of us. So we'll keep going. Okay, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brad.
Anybody else?
My name is John Dumpert. I live at 201 North, County Road 885 West, Gaston, Indiana. I've been coming in here since March. I'm asking for a road to be patched. The road I live at the end of.
I was up there Thursday, and I did go down your road
Okay,
to the corner,
thank you.
and I didn't go all the way to the end like I had the time before.
I appreciate that.
Yes, and the curve is bad. I mean, and I would think we could get some gravel up there for you and tar, but I did not go all the way down this time.
Okay.
We have just
The
really
Muncie
been
Star came out.
starting on the real sections, and we are finally,
Okay. And on June 16th, a truck came up there, 9:15.
up your
in the
driveway,
morning.
up to your house.
Yes, and left, and the Muncie Star came up and took a picture of one pothole. They left our road, according to our security systems, and went through 850 west. And that road, the next 2 or 3 days, there was over 279 potholes patched on that road. Since then, they've worked, the county highway has worked very hard west of I-69, patching holes. So I want people to know that we are seeing some results out there. I appreciate the time.
Well, thanks, John, appreciate it. Okay, anybody else?
Make a motion to recess.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan,
Yes, thank you. Have a good day.